And here we are hosting the Ghana International School. It's all about their latest musical adaptation. I've been to some of these adaptations, so I know exactly what they're capable of. But this morning we're joined by Olivia Lecoson, who is a Media and Communications Manager with the Ghana International School. We also have Maureen Gentileza, a student, joining the conversation. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Let me start with you, Olivia. And the Ghana International School organizes this from time to time. Like I said, I think I've attended two of the one on Egypt.
Yeah, Prince of Egypt.
Prince of Egypt and,
Yes.
and all of that.
And
Amazing.
Merchants of Venice as well. We've
Exactly.
done tons of
Shylock and all of
Exactly.
these. But you do these from time to time.
Yes.
Why? Is it to unearth artistic talent in the students?
Certainly it is. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So it's not always about academics. It's
Right.
very important to include the arts in learning. It creates a platform for students to open up, for students to show off what they have. And if you don't create that platform,
Right.
you end up finding that they have so much inside of them, but there's no opportunity to see it.
Right.
For Prince of Egypt, for example, it was interesting because the script was put together by Dr. Mary Shen, and students were so creative that they came up with musical, putting sounds together, and they were putting lyrics together that
So the
go.
students are very involved in
They
this.
are very, very, very involved with the acting, and they have to memorize these scripts and be on stage and be confident enough to tell the story. So all of that, if you don't create such platforms, you never know what.
How long have you been doing this now? How long have you been organizing such
For a
events?
good 12 years.
12 years.
Yes,
So
is
is
our
this like
12th musical adaptation.
12th musical adaptation?
So,
For you, Maureen, Olivia has already spoken about how much of an integrated process it is. You are very much in the thick of things. What has the experience been like preparing for the next adaptation that we're going to be having?
Right, so this year, GIS is going to be staging Death and the King's Horsemen by Wole Soyinka. I myself am a character in the play. I'll be playing the character of Jane Pilkings.
Okay.
And the lines
Do you
are
love that
very-
character?
Yes, it is interesting. However, it's also diverse in terms of what I believe in and what my character believes in. Inside of what I believe in, and in other values it doesn't.
Okay.
Yes.
But what's the experience been like? I mean, is this your first time getting into a role like this, playing, a part in a play, so to speak, a musical adaptation?
All right, actually it's not. I was in Merchant of Venice.
Okay.
Yes, and I played the role of a waitress actually. So this time it is a bit different in the terms of I am one of the main characters and I have a lot more lines to learn and a lot more stage presence.
Challenging, right?
Yes, it is, but it's also fun.
Olivia, tell us about some of the other adaptations you've had. And do you ever involve other schools?
yes. Like you were saying, we've done Les Miserables.
Sound of Music.
Sound
yeah.
of Music.
That's a classic.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
I could go on and on. But what we tend to also do is we tend to include other schools. So some years ago, we included La Wireless cluster of schools.
Okay.
So GIS is always opening up their doors to underprivileged schools so that they can either come do musicals with us. So it was interesting to see students from a different background come and integrate with our students. And our arms were so open that on stage, you couldn't tell a GIS student from a non-GIS student. So exactly.
I haven't been able to tell.
Exactly.
So that's some pretty good integration work you do there. And of course,
Exactly.
I think it also helps, there are the so-called endowed schools and the not so endowed ones. So the
Exactly.
mixture, of course, works very well.
Yeah.
But so this year's musical, Death and the King's Horsemen, how did you come by that? Maybe
Musicals. So the focus is more on the songs, the lyrics, the harmony. However, this year, since we're doing an adaptation of Death and the King's Horsemen, it's a play. And so the focus now is on the acting.
Right.
And the literary work, the pieces by Wole Soyinka, which is a beautiful work. So we've been working really hard. We've been making sure to do justice to his work. And I believe that it's all come together well, and I'm sure people would really enjoy the play.
How many of you are going to be on set? What's the preparation been like?
There's been a lot of preparation. So we have the main characters, and then we have backstage, we have props, we have the media team. And so all together, we have costumes, and all of this is usually student-based. So the costumes, it's the students leading it. The characters, is the students.
About 60 in total in terms of the crew who are going to be putting this entire thing together. I love that it's very student-driven as well, because then, like we were talking about, the talents come to bear.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's focus on this year's play. Where and when is it taking place?
It's happening this Friday and Saturday, 18th and 19th of March, 2022, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the National Theatre. And you don't want to miss it. I mean, it's the weekend. Take a chill pill. Ghana International School. And we've been doing this for years, 12 years. And I mean, we're the pace setters when it comes to musicals. We're the pace setters, especially within the school.
We'll give you that.
We'll
give you that.
Exactly. So you don't want to miss it. It's going to be awesome. Our literature teachers, from Mr. Jackamani to
Miss Vanderpoort,
Mrs. Vanderpoort to Mrs. Odampton. Like, they have been on their toes day, noon, and night with these students and people who work behind the scenes on the principal. I mean, I could go on and on.
Right.
So just come and support them. And plus, what makes this musical even more, not a musical, the play, even more interesting is the fact that it's going to be used as an educational piece at the end of the day.
Oh, I see.
So, yes, so it will be available in libraries for literature students to have access to it. It's a learning material. It's literature thick. So at the end of the day, it's for a good cause. So schools who don't have that, luxury to watch it in action can easily have it in the libraries. So yeah, the text and the video.
That's a novelty, right? It's a new bit.
Yeah, it is a new bit.
Wow, that's refreshing.
It is a new bit.
So as I take your final words, I'd also like to find out, is it gratis? Do we have to pay? How much is involved? It's very important. So if you're coming, you're trooping to the National Theatre, how much is it going to cost you?
We're looking at 100 CDs for adults and 50 CDs for students.
Okay.
So if you're a student, just get your tickets. Where to get your tickets? You can easily pop by Ghana International School. We have a welcome center. Come to us, the secondary school section. Come to the welcome center and purchase your tickets there. It's not a problem. Or you can dial the hashtag.
So it's *389 *65#.
Could you slow down and give that?
Oh yeah, sure.
Star.
So it's *389 *65#.
One last time.
*389 *65#.
All right.
I had to borrow her amazing memory.
Right. Final words, 10 seconds each.
Oh, final words. Ghana International School will be expecting every single one of you. So make it a date. You'll learn so much. There's so many riddles. It gets you thinking. So come and have fun. Don't miss it.
Yes, I agree with Miss Olivia. I think everybody should make time. They should come and watch. The students have honestly put a lot of effort into this play, months of effort, schoolwork, all together. We've been able to manage everything. And so I just hope that everyone enjoys it and sees what we have to display.
Exactly.
All right, so we'll all be trooping there Friday, Saturday, and it's going down. Olivia Lecosson, Media and Communications Manager with the GIS, thank you for coming. And of course, Maureen Gentileza, student. Big ups. That's how we wrap the show for another morning. Thank you for joining us this Wednesday morning on the AM show. My name is Benjamin Akakpo. Have a wonderful day.